I love 50 cents, I'll suck your dick.
Well, it's a great price. It almost makes me wish I had a dick for you to suck.
Good evening and welcome to UPRE. Tonight, we're reviewing The Happy Time Murders as a finale to our Puppets on Film in January with puppets in movies. Ladies and gentlemen, I am also joined by Vic.
Good evening.
And the executive consultant. No, we're not going to go all into that. We need to get into the nitty gritty, the rotten cotton.
She just totally effed that all up. Effed it all up.
All up.
Hey man, it's all right. It's all right.
No, it's fine.
It's all right.
She effed it up. It's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. It was
it's
good.
Okay.
It was good. It's good.
Anywho.
But
you're watching Unpopular Review.
Anywho again. Welcome to the Unpopular Review. UPRE Entertainment. Tonight.
The
Happy Time Murders. Hey, alliteration's all part of the journey, man. You know,
That's right.
add another thing up in there. Ladies and gentlemen, The Happy Time Murders was tonight. It's crazy. Let's get into the synopsis. When a puppet cast of a 90s children's TV show begin to get murdered one by one, a disgraced LAPD detective turned private eye puppet takes on the case. I don't know about you, but that sounds like an adventure. What did you guys think?
Yeah. Does anybody else found this movie to be pretty, I don't know, disgusting? Was I the only one that was disgusted by this movie? I don't know. Somebody talk to me. Let me know. This movie was pop. Not only did he use his name, right? he uses lingo. Like when I read it, I heard his voice, right? But he's supposed to be telling you right now what he thinks of the movie. But he said, "Hell, yo, this movie was popping." Okay, all right, go ahead, Victor Rodriguez. Go ahead and explain more why this movie's popping.
It was hilarious, honestly. Like, I wish I were drunk. I wish I were high when I saw this movie because it was just hilarious. Like, the puppets, just the puppets being all adult and going through this drama, and mind you, the discrimination against the puppets, like the anti-puppet discrimination was so real. Like, it was weird. But it was just all hilarious. It was just hard not to laugh, especially, oh man, the sex scene. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that sex scene was a little overkill with the funny. You know what I mean? That was just, yeah. Who shoots like that? But anyway, like, like, who does that? I understand, you know what I mean? But still, like, yo, that was wild. And like, how much silly string did they use for that?
At least 3 cans.
Yes, and then mind you, the other thing, every time somebody got popped off, you just saw all this cotton floating over there.
I forgot you're evil. I did forget that. You have a sick mind. I really forgot that.
The movie is silly.
Thank you. Very silly. You can't take this seriously at all.
That's an underestimation.
You can't take it seriously really at all. And you know, this girl Melissa, like, she does these kind of movies. She does these movies that are just
play the same character in every movie. Is that what you said?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you know what I mean? But they're all hilarious. What's up, man? They're all hilarious. Like, you know, and this is what I was expecting from her. So I went into this just ready to laugh. You know, that's why I said, like, I wish that I was like intoxicated because I would have laughed even more. Like, man, woo. And mind you, I was watching this on my phone while I was walking around and I was in public. And there was just spots where I'm just watching this movie and I'm just busting the gut and people are looking at me like I'm crazy. Because
it was better than what they were busting.
You stupid. That was funny.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
This movie was really silly. I loved the absurdity of it. It was as if South Park made a rendition of
very, very South Park.
A Muppets / Who Killed Roger Rabbit fusion, but used NBC writers format. I really, really loved seeing all of my NBC faves. It was funny. It was so funny and absurd to the point that it was like, okay, like a couple times I had to pause to take in because the jokes were just, the whole movie was a bit. The jokes were every 3 seconds or less. Like it was just very funny and visual. But then you got,
it felt very Saturday.
Gems like what you get like skit and gems that like what we use for the trailer. That was freaking it was extreme, but in a very modern way. Like it was gauche, but I appreciate it because it was funny. I mean, it had some Meet the Feebles feel to it. It was good. I like it. It's not, it was colorful. Had a little bit of lesson in there.
That's true. That is true.
It's a puppet story with heart.
Facts.
Plus, I love Elizabeth Banks. She's so cute.
That is true. I mean, she did have, now that you say Olivia, she did kind of. I feel like she was trying to portray Olivia Benson in this.
Olivia Benson?
Yes, I feel like this is what she was trying to do.
Melissa or Elizabeth Banks?
No, Melissa.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to be Olivia Benson? She's amazing.
I feel like
the most notable lady cop I can think of, and I think Melissa did. She's funny because her character was absurd, but also supposed to be kind of like the straight man. Like, this is dumb. Like, why are we doing this crazy? I don't know. She was wild. And what's up with the liver thing? Like, how does that function exactly? I don't know. So she's
how does she have a puppet liver? That was wild.
Like, I don't.
Yes.
How does that? But how does that make you
half puppet? I mean, I think that part of it is just for funny, like for the goof, not to be
of course
explained. You know what I mean? But
But it was just so silly, just too silly. Chris, anything to add?
I felt like this movie didn't need anything added because it made absolutely no sense whatsoever. Like I'm sorry, it was ridiculous. Like who woke up and what sick-minded person just woke up and said, "I'm going to make this movie." It was weird. It was uncomfortable. It was nauseating. It was cringe. And I'm just like, why am I watching this? Thank you, E. Why am I watching this? It just... Melissa Marcotti plays the same character in almost every single movie. She's been doing it for over a decade. Now, granted, she's funny, right? Not going to deny it. I'm not going to deny this movie didn't have funny parts. It had a lot of funny parts, but at the same time, I'm like, why am I being forced to watch this movie when it's doing so much? It was just like Sausage Party. I saw Sausage Party, and I'm like,
right?
Yeah. Are you trying too hard to just like gross people out? Because that's what you're doing. Vic mentions it all the time, or he's mentioned it a few times tonight. The sex scene, way over the top, way too much. Wasn't a fan. Not because they were having sex. It wasn't sex. They were having sex. You know what I'm saying? Not because of the climactic scene, so to speak, but just because it was too much for me. Too much. They tried too hard to be funny and uncomfortable at the same time. I was not a fan. That's what I have to add to that. Wow. Somebody really defamed the name of UPR. I got to change that YouTube name too. Yeah.
I'm sad you were disappointed.
I'm sad that
Again.
the people who had to watch that sex scene was disappointed because they wish somebody did that to them.
I mean, you know what? I'm curious to know.
Look at you.
Like,
drain them? I'm trying to figure out what you mean because we didn't really see what happened unless you saw something uncut.
I'm curious to know what it was like to act out that scene for the puppeteers. Like,
didn't they play it in the end credits?
Oh, I didn't even watch all of that. I got to see that. Okay. I'm curious to know because I just think that's hilarious.
In the end credits, they actually show you a few of the scenes and the behind the scenes magic of it.
Oh, nice. Okay, because like I didn't see a lot of those things, but the movie, come on, man, the movie was hilarious. It was just it's for the goof. It's a goof.
Come on, man.
It's a goof troop movie. It's not
like goof troop.
You didn't
Jim
like
Henson's brother was in it.
What does that mean to the people of China?
It carries on the legacy, the Henson legacy for adult
You mean
entertainment.
it dropped to the hell? Is that what you're saying?
If that's how you feel, then that's not what I'm saying.
That's how I feel.
I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was interesting seeing puppets puppetize everything.
Puppetize everything.
Including like if there was a whole subculture of puppet related versions of stuff that I thought was funny. Like pilafing.
This is so great. We have unpopular review gaming, we have unpopular review wrestling, and we have UPRE all chatting with us today. Thank you so much for joining us. All variations of unpopular review.
Yes, thank you all for coming.
Thank you all for seeing.
That's exactly what this movie said during that sex scene.
First of all,
second of all, because your first of all is going to make no sense.
First of all, you're not about to sit here and insult the sexual imas of the world because I think that that's unfair. It's a disorder, and you sitting here mocking it, that's just so unfair. It's like punching down. Why do that?
Okay.
Well, he's
Okay. What?
He likes to hate. That's who he is. That's okay. Chris, the mad hater.
He likes silence.
Yeah, because he's got nothing else to say because I think he was disgusted by this movie. But
I was.
Because he took it too seriously.
No, I didn't take it seriously. It was doing too much. It tried too hard.
Why don't you give me the point?
I'll give you that.
At which
I'll give you that. It
lost
definitely was
you.
a try hard.
Where did it lose you?
Actually, you can see it from the trailer. When Crackhead Puppet was, soliciting, so to speak, to Melissa McCarthy's character. That's when I said, okay, I'm gonna have to, make sure I put this on mute and watch the closed captions now because I can't hear any more of this ridiculous nonsense.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're just a buzzkill. I'm sorry.
Killjoy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. It's a downer. You should make some tea.
This movie reminded me of like How High.
That's
how
wine.
high do you have to be to enjoy this match?
You clearly stated that was wine before we started. So you're drinking tea and wine?
Wait,
you got diarrhea. I can see why you're irritable.
Oh.
Bowel syndrome.
Yeah.
He's all kinds of messed up, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, no wonder. It's all right. That's okay. We'll all recover. Hey, maybe if you had some, maybe if you had some real plants and were breathing some real air, you wouldn't need all of those things to feel.
You know what, Bushroot? I know you're like fascinated with the plant life, but I have real allergies and have real sneezing with real plants, so I like the fake ones.
So what? That doesn't.
They collect dust.
First of all, the snake plant ain't gonna give you no allergies.
I don't know what a snake plant is.
Thank you very much.
Since I'm afraid of snakes, we're not going to do that.
Are you afraid of snakes? Come on. First of all, a snake plant is the plant that NASA uses to breathe. Hello, that gives you the best air.
Yes,
I'm not in outer space.
It doesn't matter. You only
said
need
NASA.
one in the whole
Why is
house.
NASA
In the
impressive?
whole house. Why? Because it is an oxygen bomb, a snake plant. This is why. Anyway, we're not talking about plants.
I was about to say, I
come
love
up. You know what?
talking about snake plants in the middle of a Happy Time
one
movie.
day, we'll branch out to unpopular review horticulture. But today,
I
we're
highly
talking
doubt
about
it.
Muppets.
I highly doubt
about
it.
Muppets. So, hey, I'll sit there and review plants. I got a couple aloes right there I can review. You know what I'm saying? I'll do that next.
If you want to review lotion, that's on you.
All right. Well, my favorite scene from the Happy Time Murders was when they did the puppet version of what is it called? Basic Instinct. And
Oh, that was
and
great.
they showed her lady parts,
Yep.
and the hair was bright purple. I was like, whoa! First of all, the whole thing is to not have it so bushy, That's the whole thing with that scene in the original movie.
Facts.
And the
I think
second
that's what gave her
second
away,
part was it was bright purple, dog. That was so
I mean, I never
that
knew.
was a mess.
Speaking of that, I never knew that they lost their color over the years.
Woohoo!
like-
What pubes?
No, just puppets in general. Like because like the guy's brother used to be a lot darker blue, and then he got older, and then he became blue. And mind you,
He was using bleach.
he was using bleach and got blue. Like, oh man, I started dying because I was just thinking about Sammy Sosa. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
So like,
he had an identity crisis.
facts, he really did though. It was bad.
Sammy Sosa and the puppet, but
Facts. Yeah, he really did though.
but yeah.
But dang, I lost my train of thought. Oh, boo.
This
Team
movie
light
will do that
skin.
shit.
Oh no, but like how he went and got a nose job, and then he got an asshole done, and he had
That was
all of
bad.
this stuff. Like how just they portrayed like these Beverly Hills plastic people. They're like the Park Avenue park. You know what I mean? Like the plastics that like there's nothing genuine, and they have. Yeah, no, they're all over here in Jackson Heights and in Park Avenue. Like it's hilarious. The Botox queens. Yeah, that reminded me of that. I really liked how they portrayed that.
I love it, like them Instagram filters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was funny. I also like the E True Hollywood Story piece because I used to be a fan of E True Hollywood Story. That was my jam. Like it would give you all the tea and all the behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
True Hollywood stories.
Facts.
Anyway,
Facts.
that little segment they did on the show was so funny and like I think set it up well. But that was so funny. Super relatable. Loved it. Love E True Hollywood
Nothing in this
Story.
movie is super
fan.
relatable, but if you want to think that, that's fine.
If they make more Muppet movies like that, I'll enjoy them. I think because you know what, I think that they could do things like this, like when the Wayans brothers did Scary Movie.
That was hilarious. Why would you
know?
do one of those yet?
The exact same thing happened in part 2 with that jizzing scene.
Facts.
They had a
That
jizzing
is
scene in the first one
true.
too.
They did when Cindy literally got.
Well, since you have all those committed to memory, why are you so upset at this?
Oh,
Because we're humans.
That was worse than this. That was worse than this.
So you're upset because they're
Yep.
puppets and it's
The jizzing
fake?
scene,
man.
was in the first one and the second one.
The better one was the second one.
The second one was a hand job. The first one, she was right.
Yeah.
For the second one was better.
Oh man,
That's
I
argument.
want to watch those movies now.
Yeah, I'm confused as to what's your tolerance. Like, where's the barometer?
Puppets don't have liquid.
And because these did, that was disturbing.
Y'all sat here and talked about Melissa McCarthy's character having the transplant, right? Because it doesn't make sense. So why, if that doesn't make sense, are we okay with the fact that he was able to?
It's silly. The whole
See what
thing's
I'm saying?
silly.
You're over here, and you're being I can't think of the word, but you're defending nonsense.
Defending.
This movie was nonsense.
I'm not defend. I don't have to defend it. It was funny. You're a bummer. Is what I'm trying to defend.
It's nothing bumming about excellent.
You're a bummer. Well, I'll just leave it at you're a bummer.
Anyway, because I don't know why Vic is making that face. Right?
You're a bummer.
You're a bummer. Yeah.
Just 'cause you're a
You
bummer.
gonna say that? I know you're gonna say that. Ladies and gentlemen, what else y'all want to talk about before I start plugging next week?
Nia Jax is gonna win the Royal Rumble. Nah, I'm just kidding.
So we went to wrestling. I will be in St. Louis on Saturday for that.
Oh, nice, very nice, very jealous, very nice.
I was supposed to be in New York with y'all, but
well,
y'all have COVID issues,
and you're gonna have a better time over there. But it's all.
I doubt it. What's so funny? What is so funny?
I don't know. That struck me.
I don't think I'll have a better time in St. Louis than I would being in New York with y'all. But I mean,
in the arena. What you talking about? In the countdown? Anyway, but
this is my first Rumble.
That's awesome.
Very first Rumble. Speaking of Rumble, this movie, I can't even tie the Rumble into this movie.
What you mean? It was the Cotton Rumble. There was cotton flying everywhere. Every time somebody got
cotton and liquid cotton too.
You know, that's right.
Here you go.
That
popped off, top off. That's all that matters in this movie. Next time we'll find out. We're reviewing next week. When we come back, we'll talk about our final thoughts. Stay with us. You're watching UPRE.
People of Gotham City, a man of few words, but those words will count.
6 new deaths, with no clues as to the Joker's deadly weapon.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
You must be joking.
Do I look like I'm joking?
Thelma.
I'll get it! What?
Louise.
Yeah, I still have to ask Daryl if I can go. You mean you haven't asked him yet?
Thelma and Louise are going to catch hell.
I'll have a wild turkey straight up and a Coke back, please.
Thelma?
Oh, what? Tell me something. Is this my vacation or isn't it?
Thelma and Louise.
Never saw that movie. Still gotta watch.
And you know nothing about it at all from that trailer whatsoever. Not a thing.
I mean, I picked it because it got such big pop.
Yeah, it's a classic.
But I never saw it, so I'm curious. I'm curious to see. I'm a muggle when it comes to that movie. So.
It'll be fun.
Next Tuesday, we start a new franchise. This is the Batman franchise. We start over 1989. Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson's Batman. Looking forward to that. And then next Thursday, we're starting our women empowerment. How did you word it, E?
Wasn't it Women Scorned?
I'm sorry, you broke up for a minute.
How did you word it?
It was supposed to be a woman scorned.
A woman scorned series, and we're starting off with
scorned with an ED.
That's what I said. Scorned.
Did you?
Yes, that's what I said. I said scorned.
Like the tense was not correct. Okay.
Anyway, so we are starting off with this movie, even though I really don't want to see this movie. It probably is the best way to start off. So good job there, Vic. Even though you're killing me because I do not want to see this movie. But
very nice job.
We're gonna
wait. Have you seen the movie?
No. Does not look like a movie I would see.
He doesn't want to see it because it centers around a women's friendship. So no interest whatsoever. Doesn't speak to him.
I don't like buddy movies.
Oh, okay. So
women or men.
Nigga, what do you like? What is it that you do like?
I assume you didn't like Frozen.
No, I didn't like Frozen.
Okay.
You like men in rubber tights. That's it.
You and your
That's it.
You and your fantasies.
Wrestling franchise.
You and your fantasies.
Batman.
Oh my God.
You pitched Batman, you didn't want to start with Adam West. We had to start with Michael.
I didn't want it to go forever. There's a lot of Batman movies.
No, it's because you want to see him in rubber tights.
Oh, so you rather watch it? So I'd rather see him in rubber tights and spandex. Like, what are you saying?
Whichever.
This lady is hilarious.
Whichever.
E Boogie. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Oh, Jesus, Mary Joseph.
2 thumbs up. You're rotten cotton.
Vic, thumbs up, thumbs down. This movie.
I don't know. I gotta think about it.
Nigga, what?
I don't know. It's hard to because
Don't let Chris convince
there's
you.
a little bit of
He's bullshitting. He clearly is about to like,
Chris knows me well enough. Because here's the thing, and that's the thing. All right, here's the thing. I mean, and the other thing I liked. Anyway, I talk too much. Oh, de verdad, tú me pusiste porque la verdad es que yo no iba a decir mucho.
You need to ask yourself, why is your background looking very green screenish right now?
Word, that is true.
Yes, it blurred out. It's blurred out.
That is true.
The focus is on Vic. He's trying to test
not
out
blurred out.
An 8K.
Okay. I gotta figure that out. But anyway, truth be told, like I said in the beginning, I wish I were high. I wish I were drunk. This movie was hilarious. It is definitely like How High or the Dave Chappelle movie where he sells weed everywhere, or Half Baked. Or like, hold up, what's the Jamie Kennedy movie that he's just running around going, "Don't be hating."
Malibu was Most Wanted.
Yes, like a movie like that. A movie like Borat. You know what I mean? Like where you're looking for the pussy magnet at the dark car dealership, like that, like things like that. It's a goofy movie. Like it's not something you take seriously. It's not something that's gonna get an Academy Award either.
Definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? But like it's definitely a good time. So I give it a thumbs up.
All right, Vic said these words. He said, "I wish I was drunk and high when I watched this movie. I don't wish I was drunk. I don't wish I was high when I watched this movie. I wish I was asleep when I watched this movie." This movie was not entertaining. Now, was it the worst movie of all time? No, it was not the worst movie of all time. Do I see how people can like it? Damn right, I can see how people will like it. But let's be real. It was not that good a movie, and that's why it did not get a sequel, and that's why, even though it was a Netflix movie, it's no longer on Netflix because it was not as successful. So I wasn't entertained by the movie, so I'm going to give it a thumbs down. Once again, not the worst movie we reviewed, by far, nowhere near, but it just wasn't an entertaining movie. It was not for me. So thumbs down for me on that one. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll join us next Tuesday and Thursday at 9 o'clock for Batman, as well as Thelma and Louise. Also, make sure you check out our other series, One Tree Hill, which you're doing every Thursday. Apparently, this is had an episode of One Tree Hill.
I thought that was a one-off.
Apparently they're doing a couple episodes or seasons or something.
Wow. I didn't realize that was that big.
Maybe it's a season summary.
Yeah, I think they're doing season by season or something like that. So
I'm not mad at it.
Hill.
I'm not mad at it.
Definitely go ahead and watch that. And I think we have some off movies coming by. When I mean off movies, I mean movies that are not scheduled right now. I wouldn't mind doing a Scream movie. I would not mind doing the new Scream movie or the new Resident Evil movie I've been talking about for a while, but we'll see. We'll talk about it. Stay with us and stay tuned to all of our social media, including Instagram, including Twitter, TikTok. You name it, we have it, except for Snapchat. Ladies and gentlemen, for E-Boogie, for Vic, I'm the executive consultant. Thank you so much for watching this tonight. Hey, if you have not checked out the Happy Time Murders, I do recommend you see it and judge for yourself and come back and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. In the meantime, we will see you next time right here on Popular Review. Good night, everybody.